Do you like to wipe out hordes of mobs on your screen in style, or do you want to farm Torment 10 at a ridiculous fast speed? If so, this is without a doubt the class for you. Alright, so let's go over the gear. We have the full Unhallowed Essence set. I chose cooldown reduction for this shoulder piece. This is the best itemization here, trifecta, attack speed, critical hit damage and critical hit chance. And the pants here, I decided to roll for evasive fire since we use that often, and the multi-shot damage on that on the boots is solid enough. Squirt's necklace should actually be the Hellfire amulet. Wraps of Clarity is ideal for damage reduction and increases survivability quite significantly. And then for a belt I have the Witching Hour, which is a very good belt with very good itemizations on it. And of course Focus and Restraint, which is pretty much mandatory for this build. As a bow we'll take the Yang's Recurve, because of the multi-shot attacks 50% faster legendary effect. Plus try to get maximum discipline on it. And then as a quiver we have Deadman's Legacy, which also increases multi-shot damage significantly and also deals double damage when they are below a certain health. For gems I chose Bane of the Stricken, Bane of the Trapped and Zay's Stone of Vengeance, although you could switch out Bane of the Stricken for Taeguk. Okay, so as skills we'll take Evasive Fire with the Focus Rune. The Focus Rune gives us more hatred per activation, and it also gets rid of that annoying backflip that Evasive Fire has built in. Then as our primary spender we'll take Multi-Shot with the Arsenal Rune, simply because it increases damage and it also launches rockets. And of course we'll take Vault for the mobility. Then we'll take Preparation with the Invigoration Rune, which grants us a 20% increase in discipline, which translates to 400% more multi-shot damage through the 6 set piece bonus. Then we'll take Vengeance with the Seath Rune, increased damage and also increased hatred regeneration. This is definitely a must-have for this build. And lastly we'll take Companion with the Wolf Companion for an extra increase in damage. And as passive skills we'll go for Thrill of the Hunt. Enemies hit by your hatred spenders are slowed by 80% for 2 seconds, which also triggers the effect of Bane of the Trapped. Then we'll go for Ambush, simply to get the fight going. We'll go for Ballistics, because that increases the damage of rockets, also from Arsenal, the rune on multi-shot. And then we take Call of the Weak, increased damage against slowed or shield enemies by 20%, which gets triggered by Thrill of the Hunt. And as Paragon points, we'll go for movement speed first, and then pretty much all points in dexterity. Or you can go for maximum hatred too, if that's your cup of tea. Then for offense I would go for cooldown reduction, critical hit damage, critical hit chance and attack speed. On defense we'll go for resist all. It's either armor or life, depending on your preferences, and lastly, life regeneration. And on utility, we'll focus on area damage first, then go for life on hit, resource cost reduction, and gold find last. Alright, so let's check out the Kanai's queue. In the main weapon slot we have Dawn. This is very much essential to keep Vengeance pretty much up 100% of the time. As an armor slot, we'll go for Visage of Goons. This gives Vengeance the effect of the Dark Heart rune, which translates to 50% damage reduction while in Vengeance form. And lastly, you should actually go for Convention of Elements, but I decided to go for Ring of the Zodiac for this one. Ideally, you'll use Convention of Elements and try to time it when the elements of fire coincide with your multi-shot usage. Now the playstyle of this build is fairly action-packed and very fast-paced too. You'll basically just be vaulting around the screen, looking for big groups of enemies to burst down. Because of the 6 set piece bonus of Unhallowed Essence, you actually need to try and keep discipline as high as possible, since each point of discipline translates to 20% more multi-shot damage. So the more discipline you have, the more damage you do with multi-shot. And you should also try to just use Evasive Fire every 5 seconds to at least keep the bonuses from Focus and Restraint up at all times. increasing your damage by 100% in total. Simply try to keep up Vengeance as much as possible, especially trigger it when you face elites or champions. And also use Wolf Companion to increase your damage even further and nuke down those elite and or champion packs. And of course with the Rift Guardian. Now my personal opinion of this playstyle is that it's hilarious fun. It's again a completely different feel than the Barbarian has and a completely different feel than the Crusader has. But this, when you play a Demon Hunter, it's just, you go over the screen and the range that multi-shot has is just ridiculous. You can just wipe out complete screens of monsters in absolutely no time at all. It just makes you feel very powerful, and it's just a ton of fun to just kill mobs before they even enter the screen. It's just, you know, it's pretty hard to describe, but it definitely feels really great. And of course the Demon Hunter has different playstyles as well, like the Marauder set for instance, which I might cover later on. But for now, I want to leave it at this. I want to thank you for watching, and if you have any questions or whatsoever, just leave a comment. And otherwise, have a good day.